Welcome to our show. I'm talking to a very popular film actor, Arifin Shubho. Welcome to our show.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. It's an honor to be a part of Voice of America interview. Thank you so much.
If I want to define you as a commercial actor or a parallel movie actor or an art kind of artsy movie actor, how do you want to be defined?
Just an actor. I would say just an actor.
So you're open to both?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you can say a lot of things that this type, that type. No matter what, eventually the only thing I know is acting. I think about acting. So I would prefer, I'm just an actor. Yeah.
So far, since 2010, you have been acting in movies, and before that you were acting in TV, and also you did modeling. You're still doing modeling?
Very rare. I don't get enough time to do it, but sometimes this endorsement and stuff, yeah.
So far the movies you have...
They pay you a lot.
Wonderful. Good to know. But so far the movies you have done, they are mostly commercial movie, can I say that?
Mostly commercial in terms of, because it's more like a mass appeal thing, and it's, people love these actions and romance and this crisis in the story. So yeah, it's mostly commercial stuff, but I've also done some story-driven stuff, which is which has got commercial success, but not like the conventional commercial films. Yeah.
Do you want to do some art movies as well? Do you miss that?
You see, I'll be very honest with you. When I get a narration from a director, to be very honest, no matter if I know his background or his profile, I don't see this narration as if it's a commercial film, I just see, when I'm getting the narration from the director, is it like touching my heart? Is it fascinating me? Am I waiting like an audience, like what happened next? Like, tell me. Okay, whoa, okay, I thought that this is going to happen. Okay, so this is not happening. If I feel that, only then I go for the project, and I don't even think that if it's a commercial one, if it's not a commercial one. There has been a lot of times when I got the narration and I'm like, I'm on. I love this plot. I'm on. And people, the industry people, they said that, why you're doing this? He's from television, and he's not even a filmmaker. I mean, he used to work in television and stuff. And I said, I believed in the plot. And I must mention the name of the film. That's that film called Chhoe Dile Mon. It's a romantic, it's a rom-com, basically. So everybody thought it will be something artsy and stuff, but if you just search Chhoe Dile Mon, it was one of the biggest success of that year, 4 years back, I guess.
The reason I'm asking this question is, I have interviewed people like Shyam Benegal and people who have been doing artsy movies for decades, 4 or 5 decades. I remember once Shabana Azmi was saying that every actor has a social responsibility as well. And so the way an actor dresses up in a movie, he or she has to take responsibility for that as well. And it really made me think. So do you ever feel that as an actor, a message in the film, something good for the society, is also important?
It is absolutely important, but in that case, like what you say, what Shabana ji said, I'm agreed to that, but also there's nothing wrong to be glamorous, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong to be good looking and present yourself in a way that people fascinates, that, with the locations, with the costume, with the makeup. And, it's like, it's something I can explain this way, that when you go to a theater to watch a movie, say you had a long work shift and you're exhausted and you saw this trailer of this movie and you go to the theater to see the movie. Usually, if you see, like in a general way, you don't expect something very deep, very hypo and stuff. You want something which is chilling most of the time. Obviously, like you would also want to see something which has a very interesting story, which has a inner depth, meaning. But mostly people want to go to the theater to have a good time. And I want to make sure most of the time that when I'm like, I want to present myself. Obviously, it's important to give social message, but this is also important. I'll mention a director's name. He's from India, and I am a big fan of his work. It's Raju Hirani. If you see Three Idiots, if you see Munna Bhai MBBS, if you see every film has a very, very important message of his film. If you see PK, but he tells you in a way which actually entertains you. He tells you through entertainment. So I guess I'm more that kind of a actor that I would rather go for the entertainment part, which has information and message, not the dark and boring part of like, okay, sit down, I'll tell you an information and this is the message I want to convey. No, I want you to enjoy your time as well as with the message.
I'm completely with you. I agree with you. I read that Satyajit Ray also believed in every
Look at his
good
work,
movie
right?
Has to be entertaining.
Right? Oh my God! I mean,
Yes.
people. I mean, it's been 100 years, and still people like know his every dialogue. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You mentioned actually Forrest Gump
Yes.
as one of your favorite movies,
Yes,
and
yes.
that's the name you mentioned first, which is very interesting because when I think about my favorite movies, Forrest Gump comes to me immediately because I think it's an epic.
Ah,
Not only the story, the level of the standard of acting.
the screenplay, the performance.
If you remember, there is a shot in the movie, a sequence in which Forrest Gump was with his girlfriend, and he was upset with his girlfriend for some reason because the girlfriend was going to leave him or something, and he went out of his room and he was facing the other way, so we could see only the back of Tom Hanks, and the way he was standing, the upset guy, and the way he was using his physique to show that he's upset.
Do you remember that part when after long, I mean a lot later, when he went to see Jenny, and
Right.
exactly, and he discovered that that is actually his son.
Right, right.
Did you see the expression?
The expression. Oh my goodness.
Because he was like, and he goes like, wow, you have air condition and a television and this. Oh, so this is, and the moment the Jenny said that, well, you are the father. I mean, that cannot be performance. That's beyond performance.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's cult. Yeah, it just fascinates me.
Yeah. Tom Hanks is actually more than an actor.
I do believe
much
that.
more than-
I do believe
yeah.
that. I mean,
A great
I think
human
it's
being.
beyond human capability.
Yes.
I guess as an actor, I believe that it's easy to say, even it's easy to perform well in a rehearsal or before the shot, but when the camera is on, performing like that it's beyond human capability thing. You know, the kind of performance he has given in Forrest Gump.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can watch it 1,000 times.
Absolutely. Even I can watch it 1,000,000 times.
And when he's running for miles and miles, and he has got long beard,
yeah.
and every moment of the movie, whenever
Yeah.
he's on screen, he has got you.
It's a pleasure. I mean, it's like a feel-good thing watching him on Forrest Gump. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Arifin Shubha, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming to our studio.
Thank you so very much. I must mention this, that it's kind of a bucket list thing that someday I'll go to Virginia and I'll have an interview with you in Voice of America. So thank you so much. The pleasure is mine. I'm really honored. Thank you so much.
So am I. I'm also honored very much. I have been watching your work for the last few years, and I'm very fortunate that you're here today.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
So that's the end of the interview. Hope you have enjoyed the interview, and next time, see you next time. Ahsanul Haq, Voice of America.